3,000-year-old, lost golden city, unearthed in Egypt's Luxor. Egypt announced on Thursday the discovery of what it termed the «lost golden city», in the southern province of Luxor. With one U.S.-based Egyptologist describing the find as the biggest archaeological discovery since Tutankhamun's tomb nearly a century ago. A mission led by Egypt's former antiquities chief Zahi Hawass. Unearthed several areas or neighborhoods of the 3,000-year-old city after 7 months of excavation. More. Pharaoh's curse, blamed for Suez Canal blockage. Other unfortunate events in Egypt. The mission's original target was to find a mortuary temple of King Tut, whose tomb was discovered in Luxor's Valley of the Kings in 1922, but they instead excavated parts of an entire city. The city, which Hawass also called the Rise of Aten, dates back to the era of 18th dynasty King Amenhotep III, who ruled Egypt from 1391 till 1353 BC. The excavation started in September 2020 and within weeks, to the team's great surprise, formations of mud bricks began to appear in all directions, Egypt's Antiquities Ministry said in a statement. What they unearthed was the site of a large city in a good condition of preservation, with almost complete walls, and with rooms filled with tools of daily life. The southern part of the city includes a bakery, ovens and storage pottery, while the northern part, most of which remain under the sands, comprises administrative and residential districts, the ministry added. It was the largest administrative and industrial settlement in the era of the Egyptian Empire on the western bank of Luxor, Hawass said. The city's streets are flanked by houses, with some walls up to 3 meter high. Hawass also said. Hawass said the city was still active during Amenhotep III's co-regency with his son, Akhenaten, but that the latter eventually abandoned it when he took the throne. Akhenaten then founded Amarna, a new capital in the modern-day province of Minya, some 250 kilometers south of Cairo and 400 kilometers north of Luxor. More. Egypt unlocks more secrets in Saqqara with discovery of temple, sarcophagi. Betsy Bryan, professor of Egyptology at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, said the finding's importance is only second to the earth-shattering discovery of King Tut's tomb. The discovery of the lost city not only will give us a rare glimpse into the life of the ancient Egyptians at the time where the empire was at its wealthiest, but will help us shed light on one of history's greatest mystery. Why did Akhenaten and Nefertiti decide to move to Amarna? Bryan added. Egypt has made a string of major discoveries over the past few years as it hopes to revive its vital tourism industry, which was badly hit by 2 uprisings and the COVID-19 pandemic. The country held a glitzy parade to move 22 mummies to a newly inaugurated museum in Cairo on Saturday and is preparing to open the Grand Egyptian Museum near the Giza Pyramids later this year. Egypt says GEM will be the biggest museum in the world dedicated to a single civilization. Vast Antarctic iceberg could drift through ocean for years. Paris. A vast iceberg that broke off Antarctica earlier this month could drift through the ocean for several years before it breaks up and melts away, a scientist from the European Space Agency said Friday. The iceberg, dubbed A76, is more than 40 times the size of Paris, or about 73 times as big as Manhattan, making it the largest currently afloat. It was first spotted by scientists at the British Antarctic Survey and confirmed by the U.S. National Ice Center using images taken by the European Space Agency's Sentinel-1A satellite. Mark Drinkwater, a senior scientist at the space agency, said that while icebergs regularly calve from Antarctic ice shelves, the region where A76 broke off had seen relatively little change in recent decades. It's become a poster child, obviously. And there'll be a lot of attention on it, he said of the 4,320 square kilometer 1,668 square mile, floating island of ice. A-76 will eventually escape from the Weddell Sea around Antarctica and drift into the South Atlantic. But that journey could take years, Drinkwater said. We've seen icebergs that can last up to 18 years that have been tracked around Antarctica if they remain in relatively cold waters, he said. But it's likely that once this thing gets ejected from the Weddell Sea out into the South Atlantic, it'll disintegrate fairly quickly. The even larger iceberg A68 that calved from Antarctica's Larsen C ice shelf in 2017 disappeared by early this year, Drinkwater said. Satellites have helped scientists keep track of the changes happening on the vast but largely uninhabited continent that would otherwise go unnoticed. The continent that everybody thinks of as a benign, frozen part of the world that never changes is actually very dynamic, he said. Adding that increasing calving activity in parts of Antarctica monitored from space over the past 30 years can be attributed to climate change. Antarctic ice shelves regularly lose large chunks to the sea even as fresh ice forms inland, a process that Drinkwater compared to a bank account that's continually being paid into and withdrawn from. Parts of Antarctica are in arrears, and that's largely a consequence of increase in temperature or large calving events that have removed ice and destabilized the ice shelves themselves, he said. Climate is responsible for these changes. And over the longer term, of course, it will have wide-ranging impacts in different locations around Antarctica. World's largest iceberg breaks off from Antarctica. CNN. The world's largest iceberg has calved from Antarctica over the past few days. A giant floating piece of ice close to 80 times the size of Manhattan. The iceberg broke off the western side of the Ron ice shelf in Antarctica's Weddell Sea. The European Space Agency, ESA, said Wednesday. The iceberg is shaped like a giant ironing board, measuring around 170 kilometers, 105 miles, in length and 25 kilometers, 15.5 miles, in width. That makes it slightly larger than the Spanish island of Majorca, ESA said. Iceberg calving is part of the natural cycle, with huge chunks of ice breaking off the ice shelf at regular intervals. Scientists aren't attributing this particular break-off to climate change, and instead believe it's part of the natural cycle of iceberg calving in the region. Once it melts, the new iceberg will not lead to a sea level rise, because it was part of a floating ice shelf. Just like a melting ice cube doesn't increase the level of the drink in your glass. That makes icebergs like this different from glaciers or ice sheets, which are found on land, and which do raise global sea levels when they break off into the ocean and melt. If Antarctica's entire ice sheet were to melt, it could raise sea levels by nearly 190 feet. ESA said the iceberg was first spotted by Keith Mackinson, a polar oceanographer with the British Antarctic Survey last week, and confirmed from the U.S. National Ice Center using ESA's Copernicus Sentinel-1 imagery. The huge chunk of ice is now officially known as the A-76. The name might sound a bit boring for the world's largest iceberg, but it is based on science. ESA said icebergs are traditionally named from the Antarctic quadrant in which they were originally sighted, then a sequential number, then, if the iceberg breaks, a sequential letter. Science drillship sets depth record off Japan. A new deep ocean record has been set for a scientific drilling operation. Researchers working off the coast of Japan lowered a giant piston corer through more than 8 kilometers of water in order to pull sediments from the seabed. It took 2 hours and 40 minutes simply for the equipment to descend into position above the ocean floor. The drilling exercise, mounted from the research vessel Kaimei, is part of a project to read the history of great earthquakes in the region. The chosen core site in the Japan Trench is very close to the epicenter of the magnitude 9.1 Tohoku Oki event in 2011. which also produced a tsunami that devastated communities on the nation's eastern seaboard, and knocked out the Fukushima nuclear plant. The 37 meters of sediment retrieved by the piston corer will hopefully preserve details of much older quakes, those that occurred before any written accounts. Ocean's extreme depths measured in precise detail. Submarine dives to deepest known shipwreck. Professor Michael Strasser, co-expedition leader from the University of Innsbruck, wrote in the project blog, "We greatly acknowledge the tremendous efforts of the captain and his crew to safely carry out such challenging ultra-deep water coring operations, and look forward to now undertaking scientific analyses on these samples from the deepest of the deep." The previous deepest water drill record was set further to the south in the Pacific Ocean by the RV Glomar Challenger. It recovered sediments from 7 kilometers down in the Mariana Trench in 1978. The current expedition, Express 386, has been staged by the European Consortium for Ocean Research Drilling, ECORD. As part of the International Ocean Discovery Program, IODP. It is supported by the Japan Agency for Marine Earth Science and Technology, JAMSTEC. The record coring occurred on the morning of Friday, the 14th of May, at a water depth of 8,023 meters, 26,322 feet. The deepest hole ever drilled on land was the famous Kola Superdeep borehole in Russia's far north, which reached a true vertical depth of 12,262 meters, 40,229 feet, in 1989. A monstrous-looking fish normally found thousands of feet deep in the ocean washed up on a California beach. CNN, an unusual fish with teeth as sharp as glass and a body shaped like a football washed ashore on a California beach last week. The black-colored creature with its gaping mouth laid on the sand on the shore of Crystal Cove State Park's Marine Protected Area in Laguna Beach last Friday. The park shared images of the fish on social media and identified it as being most likely the Pacific football fish. To see an actual anglerfish intact is very rare, and it is unknown how or why the fish ended up on the shore, reads the Facebook post. The Pacific football fish is one of more than 200 species of anglerfish worldwide, according to California state parks, and is normally found in the dark depths of the ocean. The creature's teeth are sharp and pointy like shards of glass, and their large mouth is capable of sucking up and swallowing prey the size of their own body. Due to the creature's size and the protruding stalk on the top of the head, California State Parks said this is a female. Only females possess a long stalk on the head with bioluminescent tips used as a lure to entice prey in the darkness of waters as deep as 3,000 feet. According to the Crystal Cove State Park post, the stalk on the fish's head is used to lure prey. They added that females can grow to lengths of 24 inches while males only grow to be about an inch long. The sole purpose of the male fish is to help a female reproduce. Reads the post. Males latch onto the female with their teeth and become sexual parasites, eventually coalescing with the female until nothing is left of their form but their testes for reproduction, reads the post. The body of the fish is being held by the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, according to CNN affiliate KFSN. It is expected to be studied for research and educational purposes. Seeing this strange and fascinating fish is a testament to the diversity of marine life lurking below the water's surface, reads the Crystal Cove State Park post. And as scientists continue to learn more about these deep-sea creatures, it's important to reflect on how much is still to be learned from our wonderful ocean. Galapagos rock formation Darwin's Arch has collapsed. CNN. one of the most famous rock formations in the Galapagos Islands, has collapsed into the sea. The top of Darwin's Arch, located in the northern part of the archipelago, fell as a consequence of natural erosion, according to the Ministry of Environment for Ecuador. Images of the structure, which now consists of just 2 pillars, were posted on the social media accounts for the ministry on Monday alongside a statement confirming the news: the collapse of Darwin's Arch. The attractive natural bridge, found less than a kilometer from the main area of Darwin Island, was reported, the ministry said in the statement. Darwin's Arch is made of natural stone that at one time would have been part of Darwin Island, which is not open to visits by land. Named after English biologist Charles Darwin, the Arch is considered one of the best diving spots in the Pacific Ocean archipelago that's part of Ecuador and located hundreds of miles off the country's coast. Iconic site: the UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its many endemic animal and plant species, famously inspired Darwin's theory of evolution. Tour company Aggressor Adventures, which organizes group trips to various destinations around the world, indicated in a post shared on Facebook that one of its tour groups witnessed the incident take place. Unfortunately, today, our guests of the Galapagos Aggressor 3 experienced a once-in-a-lifetime event, the company shared. This morning at 11:20 a.m. local time, the world-famous Darwin's Arch collapsed in front of their eyes. Some in the dive and travel industry are already referring to this now as the pillars of evolution. We will miss this iconic site.